Howdy folks, just want to show you guys what I've been up to. I did a whole lot of mining, and you may be wondering, hey, you got so many diamonds, why don't you make some diamond duds or maybe a sword or something? Funny story, I actually did. I had about twice as many diamonds as you see here, and made myself a full suit of armor, made myself a sword, went down into the nether with all that good stuff, and of course I died. It was pretty comical now that I think about it. I mean, at the time I was ready to rage quit, but when you're digging through the netherrack, every now and then you'll just hit like a little pocket of lava or something. I'm not sure if the lava just takes the place of the netherrack or if it's just like one block of lava. I don't know. It's weird. So anyways, there I am in a little netherrack trench, and I hit the lava, and the lava comes out, and it catches me on fire. So I quickly put the netherrack back, switch to the water bucket that's on my hotbar, and put it right next to me, thinking it'll put out the fire. Of course, that didn't happen. Yeah, so I really had no idea where I was down in the nether. I was just kind of going in some direction. Uh, I, I didn't even bother to record it. Otherwise, I could have gone back and looked at the recording and retraced my steps that way. But more than 5 minutes has elapsed since then. So, yeah, it's like 29 diamonds, I think, just gone. So, anyways, after that, I decided to go do something that wasn't sure to lose me a bunch of diamonds. I went and mined a bunch of clay. I'm turning it into hardened clay. I'm going to use it to build. I think it actually looks pretty good. I mean, it has kind of a nice earthy tone to it. And I mean, since you can dye it as well, or stain it or whatever, make it even look better. So I'm probably going to be using a lot of this in my builds. I just like the way it looks, really. So I'm going to go ahead and collect some more hardened clay, and then we're going to get to work doing something. Now, I think the first thing I want to do is build some sort of greenhouse or something. This is my garden right here, and it's a pretty pathetic garden by any standards. I've mostly been using the one that spawned, so I haven't really worried about it too much, but I think it's time for me to build some sort of greenhouse or to kind of get this food situation under wraps. Now up here is where Hitler Zombie's building a little house, and I wanted to show this to you guys. A guy on our server, Jack, has been going around making these little things. There is a war coming. The strongest will rule the world. You have an offer. You will be in safety if you make the right decision. You cannot change your choice. Support the Pingus family, or be a victim of the Pinguses. All hail, Master Pingus, Jack. Yes, so Jack is a Pingus, actually. It's apparently a cross between a penguin, a bear, a turtle, and derp. And I'm not just making fun of Jack. That's actually how he describes a Pingus. So I decided to take a little trip down here to the nether, and this nether fortress is actually right next to Mr. L's place, but apparently he didn't search it well enough because I came across a couple chests here. We got diamond horse armor, iron horse armor, got plenty of nether wart, gold horse armor, golden sword, and a couple more saddles. So, some pretty good haul just for an already explored in quotation marks, nether portal. Mr. L snoozed, and so he's going to lose on this one. But that's about all I've really been able to find in here. Around a little bit more. Kind of a derpy way to build another fortress. Oh, hey, there's another. Oh, man. Okay. She's just getting ridiculous. If there's anything good in this one. Oh, yeah. Okay. So now what do I leave behind? Let's see. I don't need fences. Some gold ingots. Gold chest plate? I might as well. Where are those two? And another saddle, of course. Of course. I don't need gunpowder. Don't tell me there's like another one right over here too. I don't see one. Alright, well I think that's about as much as I'm going to explore in here. I mean, there might be more stuff, but I don't really have the space to take it anyway, so me and my efficiency 4 pick here are gonna work our way back to the Nether Hub, and maybe by then I'll have another 30 levels and we can enchant another maybe a pick or maybe a book, I don't know, but we'll figure out what to do once I get back there. So I was able to get another 30 levels, so we're going to go and enchant this other pick I got. And keeping my fingers crossed for fortune. Any fortune will do. I promise to take better care of this one than I did with the last one. Nice good turn around here. Okay, there we go. Well, let's find out what we got. I'm just going to take the first one. Efficiency 4 and unbreaking 3. Well, at least it's a pretty tough pickaxe, I guess. Alright. Going back to my place, and we're going to start building. At first I wanted to use this hardened clay, but after messing around with it for a while, I just can't figure out anything that really strikes my fancy. Then suddenly I had an idea of something I could do. Be very base-like, so I'm going to kind of draw it, and we'll see if I can build this thing. So I'm going to kind of sketch it out with dirt first here. See how much I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and sketch this out with some dirt and see how it looks. Okay, so you can see this dirt right here. That's going to be the middle ring of kind of like a big saucer that's going to be set in here. You can see I started making like the second part of the ring, just to make sure that it would fit right, which it will. So that's good. That's good. Yeah. So this, I'm reaching for the stars here. This is going to take probably quite a while, and I'm going to have to terraform this hill out of the way. But it should be pretty cool once it's done. I'm not sure how many levels I'm going to bring it down underneath here. Because if I were to make it almost, spherical, it would take up like a lot of this room. And I'm not sure I want to even do that. But we'll find out. It's not going to be spherical in the first place. It's going to be more like I said, a saucer. This section right here, from there to the same spot on the other side, is 39 blocks. So, and then, let's see, so if I were to make it a complete sphere, you know, then it would have to be 39 blocks from the bottom all the way to the top as well. And I'm just not going to do that. Let's see. Yeah, so I need to figure out where I want the bottom of this to be at. I was thinking it might be kind of cool to have like some support pillars down here. Just to kind of make it look like something's holding it up, you know. Yeah. Another thought I had is that this might be looking kind of cool if it was over the bay, actually. Oh man, that might be a good idea. Oh man, I gotta see this now. I wonder how wide this bay is. Its two widest points. Let's find out. So this is okay, so this is the X, so this is X 1785. We're going down to 30, there's 40, so it's like 40, 45 across. I don't know. I kind of like it where it is already. I could always build another one over here. I'm already planning a second saucer section. This is crazy. Alright, let me go ahead and map out a little bit more of this section right here. I think I am going to keep this right here, just because this is where I originally envisioned it. I'm going to go with my first instinct on this. I'm just going to map out a little bit more of it, and we'll see what happens. Be right back. Okie dokie, I went ahead and made all these rings here. This ring is going to be the floor of the bottom level of this pod. I'm going to start calling them pods. That's better than saucer thingies. Yes, this is going to be the floor of this pod. Get rid of that. And then that ceiling, and then this next ring is going to be the ceiling of the pod I'm standing on, and the floor of the next one. And then that's going to be the ceiling of the second floor, and the floor of the third floor. And then that very top ring is the ceiling of the third floor. And on top of that, there's probably going to be some gardens and trees and stuff like that. So this is basically what it's gonna, I mean, this is a rough draft here. It's just some dirt sketching basically, but this is what it's gonna look like. I mean, it's gonna be a big pod. That's perfect name for it, is a pod. So, and I'm probably gonna have a support down there somewhere. You can see, come over here. You can see how it's kind of coming into this hill as well as that one over there. It's actually resting on that hill. And it's going to kind of cut into this one a little bit. But it doesn't touch anything over here, so I'm thinking somewhere in that corner right there, there's going to be a support going down to the ground. That's just going to add a little bit of flavor, really. I mean, it's not needed, obviously, if I can just do this with dirt. But even though Minecraft physics don't dictate it, I'm still going to do it. I think it'll look neat. And let's see. I think I'm going to make most of this structure out of stone brick. I was thinking first of using quartz, but the amount of quartz I would need is just ridiculous. And the amount of stone brick I'm going to need is going to be ridiculous, but at least that's doable. So yeah. Let's see how much stone I have at the moment. Start cooking it all up. I guarantee this is not going to be nearly enough to do this project, but at least get it going. Block of... what is that? Oh, block of coal, right. I said charcoal for some reason. I don't know. I'm tripping. I don't know. I want that there. That goes there. And so I'm just gonna start cooking this stuff up because I'm going to need lots of it. But I don't want the whole thing to be, you know, just solid. Oh, I didn't even realize I had that gold in there. I don't want the whole thing to just be solid stone brick, so I'll probably find some other material to help offset it. But for the most part, that's going to be. Let's see. Start that going. These are 9 blocks of coal, so today, let's see, that'd be 64 plus 8 would be 72. They should do 72. Each of these should smelt 72 blocks, right? I don't know, we're about to find out. In one of these furnaces, as soon as, let's see. No, these ones were all jacked up anyways. They already had coal in them. Okay, here we go. So, I got 8 out, put 8 more in. That should be 72 that this one is going to be smelting. Hopefully that works. I guess we'll find out. So I'm just going to let all this smelt. I'm not going to make you guys watch me smelt this. And then when I come back, we're going to start building the floor, the bottom floor. And we'll see how far we can get in this episode. So I started filling in the floor here. You can see with the stained clay. Well, it's not stained clay, it's just hardened clay actually. I think this is how the floors are going to be. But that's 3 stacks worth of hardened clay right there. I figured to do the rest of this, I'm going to need about 32 more stacks. So I'm going to go start collecting lots and lots and lots of clay. I was just out here mining some clay. I turned around to look at our structure so far, and I just realized this is going to be a big project. I mean, look how much space that thing is taking up. That's just insane. I mean, this is going to be quite large, but I'm okay with that. And we'll probably add on to it eventually. I was just looking at this, and you can see like this one right there, and then have like another one coming off of the side of that mountain. That'd be cool. And then like all around in the water around this mountain and everything. I think that'd be really cool. Maybe even one over there or something. So that's something for the future to think of. But I'm going to go back to mining more clay. Just in case any of you guys are noobs, here's how you mine clay. Get yourself a couple doors and some jack-o'-lanterns. You make a jack-o'-lantern by putting a torch and a pumpkin together. This is so if the sun goes down or something, you can still see what you're doing. And the door, as long as you stand next to it, you see the bubbles disappear? You're breathing air as long as you're standing next to the door. So then you can quickly mine all this clay that's sitting here. And then when you're ready to pack up, oops, you just break your jack-o'-lantern, break the block underneath the door, pick up all your stuff, and continue on. And if you start running out of air or something like that, you can always just put down another door. So, I learned this while playing Vex Hostile maps. There's a couple places where you have to stay underwater for long periods of time. And it actually took me a while to figure out how to do that, but eventually I discovered this little door method. Of course, if I had just looked online or something, I would have seen that you could do this probably, but also signs work as well, but you have to stack two of them on top of each other. So I don't know if there's any other items that you can put on the ocean floor to help you breathe like that. But doors and signs work both. So there's a pro tip for today.